Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Taylor, and for those of you who have seen my videos before, thank you for being patient with me. Right now it's just been a lot of processing of just everything that's happening in the world, and as we all know, this has been a very intense year of growth. And in the external reality and all around us, there's so much happening right now in the world, and it's important that I take the time to work on myself, to process, and to come up with the best content possible to put out there so that I can help you guys. But more importantly, I have to make sure that I take care of myself, and that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of that inner work, introspection, just going within and trying to figure out how to express in words what's been happening on the planet with the corona, the whole situation. I don't even want to say it, just because that can flag things on the video. So that situation, and also the protests, just everything that's happening, I want to make sure that I'm able to bring out the best possible content for you guys. So I wrote down some points today, got them written down here. I'll go through them and just kind of talking about what, on a grand level of this awakening process, what is happening right now, and go through some of the points that kind of came to my mind just now as I was feeling inspired to make this video. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the spiritual warfare that's taking place on the planet, the battle between the dark and light forces. So as we can see in the world right now, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place on a grand collective level. There's a lot that's coming up to the surface, and a lot of darkness that's trying to hold on to power. The elites trying to hold on to their power so that we still live in that fearful mentality, that sheep-like type of mentality where everybody just goes about their life doing their daily things and doesn't really think about the deeper things that are happening in our world right now. And a lot of these darker things that are coming up right now and that are manifesting into the reality, I would say that a lot more people are becoming aware of these things that are happening. And I'll give more examples of this as I go along with my next point, but I think it's important that we realize that there is a darkness that exists out there. And we, as light workers, as light bearers, as souls that chose to come here to spread more light and love into this world, the more that we have continued to do this on a collective level, the more that it's kind of bringing up that darkness from within, the collective darkness that's been there. It's been kind of stuffed down and suppressed over the years, but now that is coming up to the surface, because in order to release the darkness, in order to release all of the tensions that have been felt for so many years, it has to come up to the surface to be seen for what it is, so that it can be released and let go of. And I believe that's a lot of what's happening right now. So the spiritual warfare, that's that battle between the light and the darkness right now. In my belief and in my heart, I feel that the light is winning, and that the light will continue to win. It will continue to shed the darkness away, and people all across the world are uniting together and banding together to work through this trauma and to release this ancestral baggage that no longer serves us. The second point I put is more than meets the two eyes. The two eyes that see what's happening. The two eyes that so many people have that use it to watch the media. The media that takes the most exaggerated things that are happening in the world and amplifies it to make it look like that is what's happening and that's the only thing happening. So the media programming is what I wrote in quotations. And media programming, it's what they put out there. They want you to get drilled with that into your subconscious mind so that you believe that that's all that's happening. Like with the protests, they show that there's so much violence and so much bad that's happening with these protests because they don't want you to know of all the good things that are happening. Just like, for example, in Miami, a whole group of protesters, peaceful protesters coming together, and the police coming together with these protesters, and they literally prayed and basically did this like prayer meditation together for peace to occur in the world. And this is happening all across the country. This is starting to happen now across the world, where everyone, these peaceful protesters, are banding together as one and uniting as one because we are one human collective. We're one human species. We are the human race. That is our true race, is one human race. And everyone banding together to create more peace and more harmony among the collective. And this is happening everywhere. Yes, there is some violent protesting occurring. There is a group of dark forces that are out there that are trying to distract the fact that there's a lot of peaceful protesting happening. It's all a distraction. And that is what they're putting out there on the news, that there's so much violence and destruction. And yes, there is. That's happening. I don't want to say that that's not happening and just be, not truthful about it. But there's an equal, if not more, amount of people who are peacefully protesting. It's a lot more. It's much more grander on a bigger scale. These peaceful protests where people are coming together and uniting as brothers and sisters. And that is what this time is all about, is that we are coming together and banding together because we need to come together, because in strength, in numbers, which I put as my last point, I'll go over a little bit more, but together we are strong. We the people are stronger together, united, not separated, because the media and these darker forces try to keep us separated and keep us in fear. And those are lower vibrational states of being. The more that we can stay in those lower vibrations, which they want us in, the less that we'll be together, and the more that we'll just be these sheep-like people who just do whatever they want us to do. We do everything we have to do. We pay our taxes. We do we work our 40 hours a week, and we don't question reality. We don't question what's happening, and we just shut up and stay quiet. Well, that's no longer the case. The case is that now we are speaking out. We are powerful. And we're realizing this on a grand level, on a grand scale. And together we're coming together, and we are going to defeat this darkness. The light forces are going to defeat the darkness. And the darkness can no longer win. It can no longer hold on. It's grasping on for dear life. So many people are waking up to the truth of this reality. This is my next point. So many people are realizing that there's so much more to this reality than we see on the surface level. We see in that media, we see out there. Now, an example of this, I go back to these protests. Why, in so many cities, in so many places, are these mysterious bricks appearing in random places? People taking videos of these mysterious bricks by big glass buildings so that it gives the ability for people to pick up these bricks and throw them at windows. Why is that happening? Why are they placing these bricks so that it can allow for this destruction to take place? Why is it that these random police cars are being set up in places with fireworks and firecrackers inside so that they can burn down these police cars? They're putting these Molotov cocktails in there ready to go so that you can burn these police cars and cause destruction. Why is it? Why is that happening? Do they want everyone to believe that there's so much destruction taking place and that there is just a bunch of chaos right now and oh my god, these people are burning these police cars and everything? These police cars, some of them are being set up. It's been talked about among so many people. I've seen videos where people are like, what are these mysterious bricks doing here? Here by this random building where nothing's happening, there's no construction, nothing. There's piles of bricks in these cases. Why is that happening? Well, my friend, everyone here, we're starting to question reality. We're starting to see that there's more to this. There's more to this story. You know? And why is it that, another thing, why is it that all of a sudden, all these protests start taking place, and now some of the governments across the country that were going to lock down until August, they're saying, oh yeah, go out there, protest, go do your thing. We were just in lockdown. It was literally just now, not a couple of weeks ago. Everything was shut down, locked down. Everybody stay in their house. Nobody do anything. Wear your mask. But now all of a sudden, oh yeah, you can be out there. You can be out there. You can go do your thing. Go protest. You know, it's just crazy to see how this year is unfolding, and it's right in front of our eyes. It's right in front of our eyes. It's so easy to see that there's more to this story. There's so much more to what's happening. I don't pretend to I don't know all the answers. I'm just telling you. I'm just the reporter that's telling you that there's more to the story. I just want you to know. If you don't already know, now you know. You can do some research. Look up these mysterious bricks. Look up the police cars being placed. Look it up. Do your own research. See what feels resonant to you. What does your truth feel? But the reason why I'm telling you this is to realize that we can question our reality. We can see the reality and say, there's more to this story. There's got to be more going on behind the scenes. They show you what they want you to see. There's more to it. There's more to this reality. So this is part of the awakening, is awakening to the fact that there's a lot going on that needs to be changed. But the change comes through us, through each and every one of us, by doing our own inner work, by doing that work on ourselves. We can create the change on the external reality that we wish to see. And it's happening right now, where so many people are doing that inner work that is starting to change the outer reality. The world is never going to be the same as we saw it before 2020. It's going to be a different world now because the world is waking up. And the more that we wake up, the more that we find our truth. And the more that we find our truth, the more that the reality will change on the outside. It's going to change for the best. But right now, the darkness comes up before the light comes in, and that's what's happening right now. That's what I believe is happening right now. Do your research, see what resonates, and that's the best advice I can give you. I've been doing my own research, and if each and every one of you could do your research, it would help. It would make a big difference, because then every one of us can come together with our perspectives and share, and we can band together and do this thing together, because we are in this together. We're all going through this earth experience together, this reality that we're in right now in this physical body. We're all doing this together. We need to band together as brothers and sisters and realize that we can take our power back. We can create the reality we wish to see. We don't need to do what they tell us to do. We can create our own reality. Last point is strength in numbers. I'm just going to touch on this real quick. This is basically what I've been saying, is that the more people that come together, the better things will be. Also, I wanted to say really quick, Take Your Power Back, Nako's new album. Oh my God. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't heard Nako and Medicine for the People, Take Your Power Back, his new album that came out. It literally came out right before this whole protest situation, everything. It's amazing. He has a song called Dear Brother. It's a really, really great song. It goes so deep into the issues that we're facing right now, and I highly, highly suggest that you go and check out Nako and Medicine for the People, Take Your Power Back album. It was incredible, and I listen to it almost every single day. I love it. It resonates so deeply in my soul, and I love listening to it. So go check that out. The strength in numbers, coming together, realizing that we as a collective can take our power back, and that we coming together are stronger than those elites. We're stronger than that elite group of people, the small group of people that are puppeting. They're literally making this like a game. This is a game to them. The game is their power. How much power can they take away from the people? How much power can they gain so that they can control the people? That's their game. It's a game that they're playing with this reality. But we can play the game of us individually. We can create our own reality and take our power back and realize that we have a strength in numbers. And that by us banding together, there's nothing more powerful than that. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys with. I wish you all nothing but the best. I hope that this video helped, and I wanted to go a little deeper in this video. And I'll continue to create the inspired content when I feel that it's necessary to do so. But right now, as I can let you guys know, during this this full moon that we're going through right now, there's going to be a lot of on a astrological level. There's a lot going on this month. We've got 3 eclipses: a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse. We've got the summer. The summer is coming, and that's called the solstice. The summer solstice is coming. There's just a lot going on astrologically. There's a lot. We've got Mercury retrograde coming. There's retrogrades like never before. Everything right now is just leading up to these massive purges that we're having, and there's so much happening in the outside reality that's causing us really to go through a lot of shifting. So wherever you are in your journey, namaste, my friend. I feel for you, and I understand you, and everything is very, crazy right now on the outside. So whatever you're going through, just realize you'll get through this, and everything will always work out for the best. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Namaste.